Hey guys, this is Tony with Geek Designs. Today I'm back with another InDesign video. Today I want to talk about how do you design a portfolio in InDesign. Portfolios are the most important tools for graphic designers, and I think InDesign is the best tool to use it to make it easy to export a PDF, easy to get a good layout, easy to move things around as needed, easy to set up pages so you have one master page and do that. We'll go over all that today. If you want more graphic design videos, more InDesign videos, subscribe to the channel. I do graphic design videos Mondays, doing InDesign videos on a more regular basis, trying to fit them into the schedule. But let's jump into it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new PDF. We're going to want to do a digital document since digital is more used now than print anymore. So we're going to go over to web. I'm going to say we want 1920 by 1080. That is HD resolution. That'll be big enough for you to have real estate to use. That'll be big enough for your clients to see your work and actually appreciate your work. We'll do 6 pages for this one, just so we have a good number for you to get an understanding of what we're designing, how we're building it, what are the techniques to use, and then you can elaborate it on your portfolio. We're going to do a 3-column grid. Increase those gutters a little bit. Okay. So now, as you can see, we have our 6 pages. They got our 3-column grid in them, which is good. We're going to go over to pages over here. And we are going to create a new master. Masters are basically page layouts that you can incorporate on multiple pages. So the interior pages will have just stuff for the interior and etc. You'll see exactly what I mean. We'll go here. We will do portfolio pages. You can name this whatever you want. Doesn't need to be what I named it. You can name it as needed. We'll double click in this, and now as you can see we only have 1 page. That's because we're inside this master page. We're going to edit this as needed. So we're gonna add, a good little rectangle here. About there, looks good. So this is gonna be our navigation. That actually looks a little bit big. About there, it looks good. So we're going to make navigation to make it easier to jump through the portfolio for people that, might not understand how to use an interactive PDF on the web, but when they see a button on the screen, they'll know how to use it. So first we're going to do is grab a polygon tool. Okay, so now we're going to add navigation buttons. These are going to be buttons that you're going to use for people who might not know how to use an interactive PDF online. Once they see buttons, they'll understand it a little bit easier. So I made some buttons in Illustrator. Let's go over and grab them. We have an arrow button. And we can just shrink that down. You can make these in Photoshop or Illustrator. I'm just more comfortable in Illustrator making them. The good thing about Adobe Suite and Adobe software is you can just drag and drop files in from other documents and not have to worry about any things working. So here we go, we'll put this over here. Okay, so we're going to go over here. We're going to go over to this button. We're going to go to Windows, Interactive, Button and Forms. But I have it over here. We're going to name this button. First, make sure you have that clicked. We're going to go to Type. It's going to be a button. These are some other stuff that you can do. A lot of these are pretty cool and have significant value for creating interactive PDFs. I might make a video on that later. We're going to name this button just so it doesn't get confusing later on. This will be next. Here are the events that you can do. We're going to do on click. We're going to go to action. We're going to go to next page. I'm going to do it again over here. Button. Last. You can name these buttons whatever you want, just for your personal organization. That's just how I name them. We'll go to click. Go to previous page. Now this home button is going to be a little bit trickier. We're going to go to this page. We'll go over to bookmarks. If you do not see this, go to Windows, Interactive, Bookmarks. We're going to click this little sticky note to add a new one, and we will call this menu page. This will make a lot of sense once we have it all together, but as of right now, it does not. So we'll go back here, and we will go back to our buttons. Button. Home. On click, go to destination. You want it to be in this document, and we want to go to menu page and inherit zoom. Okay. Now we can go back to our pages. From 2 to 5, we can go and apply master pages to. 2 to 5, we want portfolio pages. Okay. Now you can see that our buttons are there. We can't edit them, we can't touch them, which is good for this case. We want them just to stay there, be in the same position always. And now that we can work on this page more. So just for time's sake, so I'm not wasting your time, and for sake of this video, you'll have a cover page. You always have a cover page. I recommend on portfolios you have a page on the back that talks about you, that talks about your work, that has your contact info. Not to put it on every page. But if you want to put it on every page, you can do that. Do it inside the master page, just like I did there also. Alright, so we had this menu page, and we'll show you how to edit that also. But let's first go down to the content and say what we're going to do inside this content. On your portfolio, you should tell a story, not just show the work. People want to know the work, they want to see the work and see that you can do it. But on top of that, they also want to know that you understand the work, or you understand the project, and you understand your client's needs. Best way to do that is tell a story. So I'm going to open up my online portfolio just to get some wording that I have, or content that I have. And we'll just pick up some projects real quick and just drop them in there. I'm not going to make it look real pretty, just to give you an understanding of how to do it. You guys can figure out the layout design, you can work on that, you can make it yours, and make sure that it's something unique. We'll go to client projects. We'll grab this Summer Love project. Okay, we'll grab this about. We'll grab a new text box. Doesn't need to be pretty, like I said. Alright, we'll take this. Make it its own separate one so I can make it a header itself. And then we are going to make this bigger. You can hit this T to enter the type tool, or hit the letter T on your keyboard and you enter the type tool and get these settings. We're just going to quickly just grab some different fonts just because I can. And then we'll make this, bold so it stands out. We'll go here. Go over there, make it a little bit bigger so it's easier to read. Get rid of these hyphens. Always get rid of hyphens in type. I cannot help myself with this. This was ingrained to me in school. Okay. And then we just copy this over. You can do that by holding Alt and Shift. I think it's Option and Shift for you Mac guys. I'm trying to remember. I haven't used the Mac in a while. Control A, Control V. Just trying to do this as quickly as possible just to give you guys an understanding of what it will look like. But like I said, you need to have this all for your projects out. It adds a little bit of value that you may not think about. A lot of designers just think about, well, they just need to see my work. Well, honestly, they do, but they need to understand more about you and understand why you did what you did. Because you're going to get questions about that anyway, so why not just put it in your portfolio so you don't have to answer them as many times. That's a hyphen right there. Okay. Okay, now we can add the work for this project. We go to place, navigate to where the work is. I don't think it's here. It isn't that website. Work. Okay, so we had a logo for this project. I'll bring that over. Make it a little bit bigger. And then make it centered. You hit W while you're in InDesign. You can then just go to preview mode, which will let you see what it looks like without the grid lines. File place. We had social media for that one. File place. We had more social media for that. Again, you can sit here and take the time you need to make this look right. I'm just throwing this together so you guys can understand for education purposes. We had a website for this one. File place. What else did we have? We had a poster. Put this. Alright. Again, not the prettiest thing. File place. And then we do postcards we did for it also. Big project. Okay. Roughly put together, but you can see all the work, you can see the story, and you have navigation on the bottom. We can do this for a couple of other pages. So, I'm just going to grab this and just paste in place with it. And I'm going to put some other work that I have on here. I'm going to lay these pages out quickly, then we'll go over to the menu. Okay, so I quickly laid out some pages. I know they look bad, but hey, this is to help you guys understand what you can do in InDesign and how to build a portfolio with it. So quickly did these. As you can see, there's different work. There's always something on the side. Wherever you put your text, put it on one side of the document, always on the same spot. It hurts people's eyes and hurts their brain after a while to keep having to jump around to different spots. Always give them a spot to start with, and that'll help them read the story and then look at the work, or they just want to look at the work and get a brief overview and flip. So I would do that. Now let's work on this menu page. To do that, we're going to first want to do a bookmark on each of these pages, so make sure that you're selected the right page. I'm on page 2. We're going to go to bookmark. We're going to create a new, we'll call it summer. Again, go to the third page. Call it backpack. Again, your bookmarks can be named whatever you want, just so you know what they are. I'm just quickly labeling them for this demonstration. Cabinet. And then we go to bookmarks, pearls. Okay. And then we can create our buttons however we see fit for this menu. This is a good idea to help people quickly get a glance of, okay, I only want to look at logo work, I only want to look at print work, I only want to look at web design work, I only want to look at whatever kind of work that you have multiple variations, or, oh, this project interests me, I want to jump to this page. Makes it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more interactive than just flipping through page after page after page. So the way that I've kind of done it in the past is a little bit different than I've seen other people do. So I'll make a button here. Sorry, we'll do this quickly and dirty. But you can make a button however you want. So let's make a complicated button for you guys. We'll go to place. We'll find, we did what? Summer Love, we'll do this. This is a pretty cool picture of it. We'll make a button. Make it bigger. We'll bring that in. We'll take a shape, bring it on top of it. And then we'll just make this, 80% dark. And then take type. What are we gonna call this? Summer Love Best 2018. We'll take this, line it up to that. We're gonna make this as big as we can, or as big as the button. That's for a couple reasons. That's so when you click this, that goes in the middle of the button, and then we're gonna hit our type tool. We're gonna make that in the middle. We're gonna make this Century Gothic, just like we made all the other font in this. We will have to select it to make it white. Go back to our type tool and make it as big as possible. And bold. And there we go, that's one button. Now you just gotta take these and group them. If you don't group them, it will not work right. There we go. So we have these buttons now, and we can just link them. So we'll go here. We're going to create buttons again. Button, what's this button's name? Summer. On click, we want to make an action. We want to go to destination. We want to go to summer. There we go. Button. Backpack. Click. Go to destination. Backpack, that works. button. Go to destination.
Operator. Okay.
Button. Click. Go to destination. Pearls. Okay. So all that's set up. And then the back, we want to do, you know, your contact info. Let me just grab that real quick. Or we'll just actually grab this. We'll do this. So imagine it's contact info. We'll do name. Designer name. And here's what I want to show you guys. Website. Enter. Okay, we got that. And then from here, we can actually make this a hyperlink. So if we go down to interactive, hyperlinks, a new hyperlink, it's a URL, energydesigns.com. Okay. And if we go make an email one, we can make an email as well, which is good. This means that email, we want email at email.com. Hyperlink, new hyperlink. Now we can go to email, address, email at email.com. You can create a subject line. So this is a rough portfolio made to show you guys, but if you take all these elements, refine them, make them your style, I think this will help you make a great portfolio. There's one more thing I want to show you, and that's how to publish this as a link in InDesign CC 2018. And there's another way I'll show you also how to export this as an interactive document. So if you go up here and click Publish Online, you will get a dialog box to make a document. We'll create this and we'll call it IGD Portfolio Demo. Portfolio Demo. Advanced, we want high quality, we want 144p. Allow viewers to download it. And we will publish this. And I'll put this link in the description for you guys to look at it. Now this allows you just to send in a link to your potential clients instead of sending a document. It allows you to track it, allows you to give all this good information about it. And I think it's a lot better than sending a PDF. Now we can just view document, and if we copy this link anywhere and send it, it'll work. And as you can see, our buttons work. We can go back home. So this is a really nice document for you to use. There's also buttons over here. And I think this is a lot nicer looking and a lot easier to use than, say, a PDF. But there's another way to export one. We can go to Close, we can go to File, Export, PDF, but we want an interactive PDF. Click Save. Here's all your settings. You can go through these as you needed. And then you export it, whatever you need to call it. I hope this one helped you guys. I hope you learned something about how to create a PDF or create a portfolio in InDesign. I think an interactive PDF is a lot better than a print one now. I think it's more engaging, it's more useful. If you learned something or liked something, leave a like and a comment. And if I didn't describe anything well, or if you're still confused about something, just leave a comment down there. I'll get down there and help you out. Remember, design videos come out Mondays, InDesign videos are coming back, and get subscribed if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.